Okay, this is a different kind of test of a video. We're going to look at the market as it happened. This is the start. This is the YM, Dow Jones E-mini. It started at 8 o'clock. The server of the broker is 7, but actually it's 8 o'clock. So nothing happens at the beginning, and then there is a big breakout. This is quite an important one because it is a breakout of this level, as you can see here. We can probably enter at 40 as a high at 34, maybe 38, 39. This line here is 45, so it should be a little bit too early to get in because it might bounce here. But this line is not set in stone, actually. This line is where the market may bounce, but it actually is a sort of benchmark. When this area and this area are broken, I'm quite confident that I can get at least 10 points out of this. So I entered at 39, I think, or something like this, 40. The market reached a peak of 62. I'm actually eager for the market to reach the R1. There is a retracement here, and then it goes to R1. By this time, I entered at 40, the market reaches 61. So really, I could have taken either the R1 here, 68, but it wasn't close enough. So I took 10 points here, and then another 24 points here. Other signal is this one. So you could have entered here. That's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is actually our cutoff time. It's not set in stone, so you could have taken this one. It was below the EMA. You could have taken a 25. The market went to 14. You might have had your 10 points. More than that would be pushing, actually, because as you can see, we have this trend line here. This is 10:35, it's too late and it's not triggered. This is not triggered. But let's see what happens here. Well, there is a triggering point here which is too early. It's still 12:30. We might have made 10 points there. But we start trading again after 1 o'clock. So let's have a look at this. This is 1:35. This is just 5 minutes after the news. We have this signal here. However, you see how well this trend line has been respected. So really, you don't want to enter here. You want to just pass this, because entering here would be entering at about 27, and the trend line is at 23. So you don't have enough space. Plus, you have quite a lot of support at this point here. So this is filtered. And again, this is filtered for the same reason. Now, you have a bigger possibility here, but let's not forget that this is 230. 230 is the opening gambit of the New York Open. And as you can see, the market pushes down here. Now, this would have been a very dangerous one because it pushed out of the trend line. And actually, this would have been 20, so you might have entered at 15, and the market just goes to 13. But as you can see, this level here is quite important, so you might have probably chosen to put it at 10 or even less, and you would have been saved here. Here, the market actually goes the other way around completely. And you have, again, what I call a fishing expedition here. You could have entered at 65, and the market reaches 66 and then goes back. But as you can see, A, we have the R1 here, which has been respected already this morning. So this wasn't a good trade either, actually. First of all, the market is jerky. It's trying to go down, it's trying to go up, but resistance and supports have been respected quite well. So no trade here. The real trade happens here. This is 325, and as you can see, this is a clear breakout of this very important support. Yes, it is quite close to big round number, but I think that this is much more important. And you could have entered at 8 or 9. The market goes down quite well. It pauses here a bit. By the way, this is a support. We could have taken something out here. It would have been 20 points, 25, actually more. And let the other half go down and test the pivot point down here. So that would have been the trade of the day. That would have been a very good trade. You don't want to re-enter here. This is 4 o'clock anyway, and this is our cutoff time. Okay, so this was the YM.